Hey guys, Ash here, and today we are going to start a series of art tutorial videos that one of my friends requested since they just want to get some better at certain skills, so I thought I might as well cover the basics. Today we're going to be learning about something that I see a lot of beginner artists struggle with, and I struggled with for a long time and I need to re-practice, is how heavy you press your pencil against the paper. Now you see, most people just do the same line consistency, and yeah, that's fine for, like, let's say you're doing a pencil drawing and you don't want to use a pen, you can use that to outline it or whatever. But if you're trying to add like brushes that you can like shade out good, and you're just using a standard mechanical pencil or a regular wooden pencil, and you only have that one pencil, you want to make it heavier or lighter depending on how much you want blended out. And different courses and different lines of pencil can have certain uses. And we're going to go through that today. So real quickly, I'm going to draw up just a standard like head down to the neck and edge of shoulders so I can demonstrate how different lines can have effect on a human face. We'll learn how to draw faces and stuff later, but right now this is just an example, so it doesn't really matter. See you in a second. Now that we have our face, and she has her basic features, eyes, eyebrows, hairline. We're not drawing hair yet. She doesn't need it right now. Ears, nose, and mouth. Let's go on to how we can use different, like, densities or pressure widths to make her look a bit better. As you can see, she has no lips right now. And yes, this is a female. I just didn't add eyelashes yet, which is another demonstration we'll see. So for lips, you want to do a wider thing. You don't want to press down as much, and it's better if you hold it at an angle actually than going straight down, because this can lead it to be very far apart, so you want to hold it more at a slant. And it would be actually really good if you went like this, like, that was a bad example. You go like this and you just slowly add more, like, pressure onto it to see how it changes depending on how much pressure. And this will take some practice, but you can control it real good, like this. So that's what we need to do. We need a pressure around here. So we're just going to fill in her lips, just a general shape of a very low pressure line, and then we can just blend it out a bit. And look, she has some very nice lips. We can add just a normal line in the middle to add separation. Now for brush, I usually just do some lines like this, and I'm still gonna do that, but I'm also gonna add some blended blush, since that's our lesson today. Now I like to blush the tips of a nose too. You can just go up like that. Now all of those have been either very light or medium, so this range. We haven't done any dark, and we're gonna do that actually for the eyelashes. You want to do a bit more pressure, but not so much that the lid will break. Now I'm gonna give her some nice long lashes. Actually, I messed up a bit, sorry. I'm gonna give her some balm lashes. Now I'm gonna give her a wing. And since it's going to be a makeup look, it can be pitch black in terms of a graphite pencil. So now we just add her other, and she's done it. Now for irises. Here, we're gonna cover eyes in a later video, but I always like a darker circle around the whole entire iris and pupil of the eye, and then I just go like this. I don't draw pupils in my artwork. You can add it. I'm like this. It's just an art choice for me. I forgot to add her inner ear. we erase that long neck of hers. And to eyeshadow, you just do a very light outline, very light. So when you fill it in and you blend it out, you can't see that line anymore. So no one will ever know it was there. And you can also blush your collarbones a bit to make them more thin, and her shoulders too. And I always shade just like the inner parts of her ear, where, you know, like how you have these parts right here and here that are more outward, and then this kind of caves in into your eardrum. That's the part you would shade. And then, how about we draw her some hair just real quick? How about just a little? So just flat. Just real quick, very stylized. Doesn't matter if your artwork is realism or stylized. You can use this lesson in either one. So we drew her some hair, and you see for right here, I used very thick lines since it's part of the line work. Drawing out, just go over very heavy line. If I like it, like you for like sketch where you're not gonna outline this drawing later. I'd make sure to do it with very light lines, and then if you like it, you can go over it again. Cause let's say you draw something heavy line and you mess up, like that. It's very hard to erase it good to where you can't still see it. Look, I can still see that. Like, I would have to incorporate this now. Like, yes, you can do stuff like, oh, XI or something. But still, you didn't want to draw it originally, and now you'll be like, oh, if only I didn't draw lightly like this. I could have just gone like this. I could have been like this, and I was like, oh, I don't like this smile so much. I like the eyes. So I'll darken the eyes, and then I'll try and do smile. And I was like, oh, I like that smile, so I'll go over it again. Look at him, so happy. So we have our hair now. And you can add some lighter lines as well, wispies, or not, your art. And just keep adding those a bit. And you can also just shade it in too if you want. I personally just shaded my hair most of the time. Sometimes I get the fancy with some hair strands here and there. And you just blend it out. I'm using my fingers because I can't find my blending stump. I've misplaced it. But yeah. Nice little shading. It's very cute. And I say this was a good success. Now, if you want to practice so that you can get this effect with your art someday, you definitely want to just practice going very light in pressure, very even shaking it back and forth, to going very dark. And you can do dark like this or light like this. But I definitely recommend having slanted, like hold your pencil maybe like this or this. And then once you're happy with your art, of course you can sign it. We'll talk about artist signatures another day, because that is a long discussion. Anyways, that's all. Catch y'all later. Also just realized this video was basically a voice reveal. Yay!